This episode is brought to you by Audible. They're the world's leading provider for audiobooks, with over 150,000 titles to choose from. And you get one free just by going to audible.com/iced. That's right. You get a free audiobook and a free 30-day trial at audible.com/ICET just for listening to this show. Real readers get their audiobooks from Audible.
Upon initial contact with Ice-T's music, I had envisioned him to be an ill-mannered and psychologically unstable man with an extremely uneducated and barbaric frame of mind, whose raps displayed nothing but ridiculous jargon, shocking sexual audacity, and repulsive images of the ghetto. However, after further analysis of his music, I can deduce that he is the epitome of anti-disestablishment terrorism, who embodies the entire spectrum of the urban experience and struggle. But to make things more plain and simple to the layman, I find Ice-T to be the dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his dick.
Welcome to the Ice-T Final Level Podcast, featuring your co-host, Mick Benzo, and your host,
Ice-T.
Hey, yo, what's up out there? This is Ice-T. This is Final Level Podcast number 23 with my co-host,
Mick Benzo, man, in the building, number 23, baby.
It's for real, for real. We gonna have some fun today. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest. One of my personal friends is in the building. Trigger Tretch.
In the building, hard body, New Jeru coming through.
That's
Chief
what I'm
Tretch,
saying.
you know what I mean?
Naughty by nature. He done it all.
Naughty is nature, baby.
Out-rap your favorite rapper. Nigga rap circles around niggas. That's is my man,
This is what we
Tretch.
Yeah.
And just so happens to be my next door neighbor.
All day.
Shit.
All day. Neighbors
So wait,
for
you
years.
telling people you live near Ice?
Yo, real niggas do real things.
Okay, wait, we ain't got no problem with that,
feel,
baby, but
you
you know.
feel it?
We're not giving out addresses.
No,
or nothing,
Okay,
nigga.
well, that's what I'm saying.
We
You
just
know, you
giving
live
you
near
areas.
though.
Yeah, we
You
live in
near.
Jersey.
All right, this is your. You've been here all your life, though.
We got. But
I was born
Ice
in
just
Jersey,
moved
too.
to Jersey when he was a kid.
Shut the fuck up,
yeah,
Mickey. I was born in New Jersey, raised in L.A., but that has nothing to do with our friendship. We go back to the gangster team. Tretch was actually one of the first. You know how they say Ice-T was one of the first West Coast rappers to come
to the East.
Well, he was one of the first East Coast rappers
to the West?
to be embraced
by the West.
by the West.
Y'all did a record together, right?
We done
Lots of things.
Yeah, lots of things together. But you know, this nigga was rolling with Pac. He was doing definitely lots of interesting things.
South Central Cartel,
Oh, shit.
Coolio,
all that,
LBC,
all that.
What's Up, Grape Street.
shit.
all the
Yeah.
multi-gang gang.
Inglewood.
I think LA like you.
Inglewood, Compton.
I think LA likes this boy here,
All
B.
day Death Row.
He knows all kinds of shit. So right now we on the Final Level Podcast. We got Tretch in the building, Mick Benzo,
In the
and
building.
this is oh shit.
They got a fight
Hold
going
up,
on.
fight just jumped on. My dog started nutting up.
Oh, boy.
Okay, this is the Final Level Podcast number 23, and this is news. This episode is brought to you by PetVi, formerly known as PetImmune. PetVi is an awesome company from California that makes natural probiotic supplements for cats and dogs. PetVi is a supplement that you mix into your standard pet food to improve your pet's digestive health, immunity, and vitality. Your pet will have less smelly gas explosions, get sick less often, and if you really love your pet, you should be doing what's best to keep them healthy. PetVi has been causing Spartacus and Maximus to hump everything in sight. That's why I use PetVi for Spartacus and Maximus. For 10%, go to petvi.com and use the offer code ICE. That's PETVI.com, offer code ICE. Please support them since they're supporting us. What's going on in the news right now, Mick?
Well, Barack just did something good, B.
What'd he do?
What he did, Tretch? Tell us what he done.
Well, he made like an executive order, like above, you know, it's a whole new level of Republicans and everything in the Senate and everything else, but he signed off before they could veto him to help our Latinos and our Latin people keep their like stay here without just being forced out.
So you mean we don't have to deport them?
Yes, there's certain laws that's going through where they could work here, they could do certain things. Of course, they're gonna have to pay back taxes.
So Barack Obama actually signed a bill for that?
Yeah, and got the
approval came through?
No.
Oh, no, he just pushed it
done
through.
it first. You know, they gotta.
Well, you know what? They got to be careful with Barack because this is his last few years in office, and this is when presidents get it in. Mm-hmm. You know, they like, you know what? I can't be reelected, so I'm gonna do some of the things I want to do. This is my attitude all about the immigration thing. You know, first off, United States, California, like, is Mexico. Okay, really? You know, Texas is Mexico.
Okay.
You know, we jacked it. And, you know, that's why when you go to L.A., everything's La Cienega, La Brea, Santa Monica. You know what I'm saying?
Mexican names.
Yeah. So the fact that, you know, the United States is going so hard, and I understand the theory that, you know, we're jobs are losing jobs and this and the other. But you know what it is? The Mexicans that do get in here, the jobs they're doing is like the jobs that, you know, the people in the United States don't even want to do.
And then they complain once they do them. Oh, man, I could have done that. They ain't going to do shit.
They didn't want to do it. They have them out. They're farm workers. They're doing stuff. And I'm going to tell you like this. Every Mexican person I know, and I got something to do with it because my son's mother is Mexican. You dig what I'm saying? Okay. So my thing is like, yo, it's like, okay, I think that's the way to correct it. Say, okay, if you're here, let's figure a way to make it legal. Well, no, we might have, we still got to tighten up the borders because, you know, they don't let us up in Canada. We try to go.
Hardest country
what the mayor doing what they doing? It's hard to get in Canada.
Yeah.
But like I saying, on all actuality, I like what you said, though, Trev. You said that the president actually signed a bill so we don't have to deport them, but they got to go back, and if they owe back taxes and all that.
Yes, there's certain things, like they want to go, cool. Like if you was born here, you know, if your parents, it's harder to take, you know, your parents that was not born here while they had you here and just throw them off when they've been working in the country, even though there might not been a legit job from what the standards were the Americans was doing. They like, yo, I'm going to sign off something where it ain't just throw you out. If you've been here in a certain amount of time.
There's no way they're going to throw the people.
And you don't have no criminal charge.
No, we were definitely trying to deport them. We would get rid of their ass.
You know, I mean, it's a very difficult situation. You know, I understand both sides of the argument, but at the end of the day, you know, I think Barack did the right thing. Go ahead, try to somehow legalize the people that are here, try to give them citizenship, try to just, you know, and then whatever you're going to do at the borders, do that at the borders.
Because they're here already. It's just, who's ever here should be able to stay here.
You know, and
I respect that.
And that's just my opinion. Now, some people are like, oh, you know, let's arm this and let's get rid of this and get rid of that. Well, that was the same people, you know, that got problems with everybody else, every other immigrant. But everyone in the United States is an immigrant. You know, if you're not Native American, you wasn't born here.
You should be deported.
I mean, your family wasn't born here. We go way, way, way back. I don't care who you are. We all got here on a boat of one sort, whether it was willingly or unwillingly. Right. Everybody came here. So this is a difficult country. It's a melting pot. I think that's what makes the United States beautiful, is that everybody that comes here got a chance at what we call the American dream. So, you know, they're going to hate Barack Obama regardless. I think that he's an intelligent man and he's making his gut calls right now.
Well,
and that's what I'd do if I was president.
Yeah. Start pardoning people, start helping them out right now.
I'd make my
Final
gut
Level
calls.
Podcast 23 with my man Tretch, Mick Benzo and Ice-T though, B.
Hard body.
That's what's up. All right. And that was news. Hey, this is Final Level Podcast number 23 with Trigger Tretch in the building with my man Mick Benzo. What's cracking in sports?
Being honest?
Yo, it's like the streets right now, yo.
Nah, I think it's open season. It's
open season. They want to lock everybody up. It's like it's a hot block.
I heard they just ran up in MetLife
Stadium, a couple of other stadiums.
MetLife Studio. I saw the studio like it's a rap studio.
Yeah.
MetLife Stadium.
Stadium in Jersey. They ran up on them. The DEA. You know what that is?
And they wasn't running
drug enforcement.
But you know they wasn't running up on the players. They was running up on the doctors.
Because that's who got the drugs.
Oh shit! So they checked their bag.
They went and checked the surprise check.
Did they piss test them too?
They should.
Shit.
So what are they saying?
Piss test me all the time.
They're saying that the drug that there's drugs
No, they're
in football.
They said
we already know that.
They didn't come through with a warrant like I'm checking you. Y'all dead wrong. They said
surprise.
We running in with a surprise check on you.
Nigga.
And what did they find?
Nothing
yet. But what they doing is
they're going to different stadiums to see, making sure all the doctors ain't juicing nobody up or doing nothing they ain't got to, and letting them know we on your back. You know how they keep coming to the block all the time, like
checking everything out.
Yeah.
Now here's what he said.
It's like sports right now is they taking the heat off the rappers right now. The sports niggas is in more trouble right now.
They don't want them using all that goddamn enhancement, running fast, jumping high, running over people.
You got wait a minute, hold up. You got the domestic abuse drama. All right,
that's crazy.
Then now
can't discipline your kid.
What's domestic about beating your child?
No, listen,
it's domestic. It's in the house.
It's domestic. Domestic is anything in the house. My point is, Mickey, they sweating the sports players heavy right now for a lot of things. Like the heat is on right now. You know what I'm saying? They used to be after the rappers. They had the rap police. You know, the rap cops after us.
Yeah, the hip hop cops.
They're gonna have in a minute. They're gonna have the sports police. It's just following NFL players and baseball players,
and basketball players.
It's getting crazy right now. It's getting crazy. Now, I know one thing. The sports players are making a lot of money, so a lot of times when shit goes wrong, they can make that people who are paid.
You can't make it disappear now. Not with the DEA on deck.
It's a different thing because you can't mess up the hip hop money like that because it's not a conduct code. It's not like, yo, you will not get booked. You will not have anything for hip hoppers. Whatever press you get in is kind of good press, even if it's bad press, because you could still get your money. Now, if you out here in the NFL, NBA, or any professional sport league, you got a conduct contract.
I have one with my show.
Oh, Law and Order. Yeah, you do.
It says that you cannot bring discredit to the network. I could cuss.
This is, my African brother would say, this is bullshit.
No, I could cuss out.
This is bullshit, Ice.
Tretch,
I don't like that cop, Ice. This is bullshit.
Tretch, I could cuss out a cop.
That's good.
I just can't get enough publicity behind it that it makes NBC
to get locked up by a cop.
I could get locked up.
You got locked up.
It doesn't depend on the charge. Listen. It just has to cause discredit to the network. It has, like, say if I went to jail this weekend and nobody knew about it.
It's cool.
But if it blew out of proportion to the point where now NBC starts to feel the pressure, they could release me. You follow me? That's like saying to your homie, you could do whatever you want in the street, just don't bring discredit to me. That's Tretch. You feel me? So it can be how do you say, interpreted many different ways what discredit to the network
It depends
is.
on what they want to do. Like you said, if it hits the press and it brings enough press to come back to the network, then that's bringing
just like, in other words, what the NFL players are doing brought discredit to the league.
Like Mike Vick. He wasn't even at the house of something that was going on with Dawes, but with him doing that and it being come out, it discredited the NFL's.
And that's the clause.
Exactly.
And that's also
I understand that.
And that's the clause they'll use if they want to get you off the show to breach you. Like, if they owe me money and they want to get rid of me, they'll try to find a way to say I did it to get me out, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, Alex Rodriguez style.
Did that bring discredit to the league?
To the Major League Baseball. And then they didn't want to pay him.
So anyway, bottom line, right now in sports, they are under siege.
Watch your ass.
Major League Baseball.
Watch it.
Sure.
NFL.
For sure.
Watch it.
NBA.
Watch it.
NHL too. Now, all of y'all. It's open season for sports.
They the new rappers.
Oh shit, see? That's what it is.
And that was sports. Yo, this is Final Level Podcast number 23, and this is movies. I ain't been to the movie in a minute.
No, but I've been watching on TV.
No, Mick. You can't
movies.
Do TV.
We're going to go there.
Movies.
We're in the film segment.
We in the film segment.
That's still fucking movies.
That's
Stars' movies.
Okay. You're going to talk about
Stars' movies, man.
All right, talk about the TV.
That's the Stars. Stars' movie.
Talk your movie. Come
on, man. Y'all going to get mad at my surviving remorse? That shit is dope. LeBron James, one of the basketball players, executive produced this show.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it's on Stars, motherfucker. Shit, you got regular TV, right?
It's not a movie. It's a TV show.
It's a movie in the house.
Tretch, what movie? Fuck Mickey. What movie you seen recently?
Big Hero 6, y'all.
What the fuck you want to see some Big Heroes? What is
With
that?
my kids.
What is that?
It's a movie for the kids. It's a cartoon in 3D.
I fucks with that.
Was it dope?
It was
I
dope.
fucks with that. Toy Story and all that. I love those.
Yo, you know the best part of the movie?
What was it?
Was me sitting up in there seeing parents cry at a certain part. I'm not going to tell
on
you.
a children's movie?
It was a sad part.
Oh, shit.
But just to see grown-ups cry at a kid's movie,
That's
and my
hard.
kids was trying to hide their tears.
Oh, shit. You cried too,
It's
right?
a cartoon.
Nah, I ain't crying that one.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
And it can make you cry.
Yeah, it was gangs.
What's up with that new cartoon with the little the new like princess, the ice princess? What's that shit?
What's that?
Coco. What's that new cartoon the little girls like? Frozen. You heard about that?
Nah.
Black kids don't go see Frozen.
I don't know.
It's too cold, man.
Yeah, black people don't fuck with the cold.
It's too
Yeah,
fucking cold,
they said
man.
Frozen.
That
They
shit
like,
too
hold
cold,
on.
man. Oh, my granddaughter wants to see it.
Oh, okay. We can't
Forgot.
hate Frozen.
That's my
right?
Dylan. My Dylan wants to see
Okay.
that.
So the movie segment you saw, break us down. Can we get a storyline of this movie?
I don't want to give it away, y'all. I don't want to give it trouble.
It's a kid movie, okay?
It's like a hero. How it's like a dude ends up making a special suit that could have like a nerdy guy like have extra powers on stuff. So he goes to help it, and the suit, once he puts it on, he's this other dude, and the suit ends up actually. Something happens to him, and the suit can maintain without him for a while. It's kind of like if you have like
a square kid, a nerd.
No, like if you just home and you got your son. Say something happened to you, you get caught up in the hospital sometime. But you got your pimp suit in the closet, you got your Dickie suit, and then you got your suit for mobbing, like over here, right? And then you could just call on a suit to just go up there and handle your business for you, you know, while you laid up a little bit.
So whatever,
like yo, go on the track and get my money, nigga. You know what I mean? And he gonna go get your money.
And the pimp suit would go out and do that.
Pimp suit go get the money. He could take your
Are
ride.
do you got to be inside the suit?
Nah. You could. It's like a remote and stuff. Like it's a digital.
You kind of like that.
Okay,
movie.
you like that
it's
movie.
called Digital
You like that
Daddy.
movie?
It's
Did you like
I
it,
like
though?
that movie.
You like that
I needed
shit.
my digital daddy roll out if I'm.
And what's the name of this movie? We go out.
Big
and see
Hero
it?
6.
Big Hero
in
6.
3D.
Well, wait a minute. Hold. Pause. Why they call it Big Hero 6? Was there a Big Hero 5?
I think it had to be a lot of them. I just caught up on 6. God damn it! Don't make me look like I ain't been doing my daddy duties on the weekend. Damn it! I travel on the weekends. Now, mommy done went and seen it with them. I caught up on 6. Just leave it at that. That's movies.
And that was movies.
That was movies.
All right, we're on Final Level Podcast number 23, and this is TV.
TV.
Now
we come to TV.
We come to TV, and guess what? My man Trigger has been on TV. Well, not Trigger, because you know we got Trigger from Smooth.
Trigger the Smooth Out, Trigger the Gamma, right.
The other Trigger.
That's
we
Tretch.
got Trigger Trey, you know, Trey Songz, that's little nephew Trigger.
But we got
Tretch.
Tretch.
Trigger Tretch in the building, man.
All day.
Couples therapy.
Wow.
Now, let me preempt this.
Wait a minute, you did Ice Loves Coco. You on the pause shit. You did Ice Loves Coco, right?
I say pause because I mean hold up for a fucking minute. So I can say what the fuck I got to say. I don't see a lot of these slangs these niggas make. If you corny and you not authorized, fuck
Gotta
your
watch
slang and your attempt to add shit to the motherfucking vocabulary. You understand
don't fuck
me?
with it.
You ain't heavy enough
Don't
to
fuck
add
with it.
words
Don't fuck with
to
it.
the fucking vocabulary.
Exactly. Now pause.
Fuck you. Pause means stop, nigga. Back to what I was saying. You fucked up my fucking train of thought, man. What was I talking about?
You was
Look, we're talking about TV.
Couples therapy. So my man Tretch tells me, I'm thinking I'm going to do this show. I got a reality situation coming up. And he was talking to me about this other show.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, I'd have
Ratchet
been pissed.
Vision.
I'd
We
have been
call
pissed
it
like a
Ratchet
motherfucker.
Vision.
He did
Love and hip hop.
Oh, that bullshit. That's fake hip hop.
The worst shit that probably ever happened to the history of hip hop
On
and
television.
girls. I think no matter what we've ever said in rap lyrics, there's nothing. There's women in this room right now. There's nothing that could ever do the damage that love and hip hop has done to black women. Because them bitches act retarded on that motherfucker.
That's
Turned up.
Yeah.
Turned down for what?
My man comes to me and says, I'm thinking possibly about doing. I said, Tretch, I love you.
No, I didn't say that. I said,
you
what
told me.
you know
What you
business,
said?
man. I said, Triple OG, I'm reviewing a contract.
Got you. Now, tell me about that contract.
How was it? The contract was good?
I mean, it's just 40 pages. You know, from the door, my lawyer said, homie, it's going to take you
How many pages?
40.
Four?
For the Love and Hip Hop contract is 40 pages.
The one I got.
And it basically says, we own you.
It's just a 360.
Anything you do, they want in?
I mean, the only 360 I was even negotiating on ever doing was Live Nation.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm not doing a reality show with a 360. So due to the fact Icing Loves Coco, we did a successful reality show because we didn't show our ass. We let motherfuckers know I sit right here in this house and play Xbox and eat sandwiches
and love your dogs
and love my motherfucking dogs. That's what you got out of the show. You know, ain't nobody hanging over. I ain't got niggas over here on meat hooks, and I don't spend all day loading guns. Not all day.
Not all day.
But so anyway, so my man Tretch went on couples therapy, and you know, him and his beautiful wife went on the show, Cicely and I, and we all sat back and watched. And I was on pins and needles. But to me, personally, y'all were the realest people on the show.
Thank you.
You was a real nigga. You was there. You was taking the advice. You know, I was with you on the roller coaster ride. I mean, what was that like? Now you on the podcast. Tell us what it was like.
I mean, it was definitely a roller coaster because what people really don't understand is no one comes up into you and be like, listen, we're going to go into the room. We're going to start talking about this.
So this wasn't scripted? This wasn't scripted?
No. And you get there, you there for like 3 weeks. You in Frank Sinatra house in the hills. You get your phone an hour a day, like jail, and no outside contact or anything with 5 other couples or 4 couples that you don't know for shit. I mean, a group therapy with everybody. Then you have your individual therapy with the doctor, and then couples get on and talk to the doctor. So every day from sunrise until dinner, you working in therapy. So, right. I mean, that was a good look.
You know what I got out of it? And you love your wife and your family.
Definitely.
And, you know, it was one of them things where I was, you know, we street niggas and we laugh and stuff, but we know real. When real,
for sure, I saw it.
You feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it. And I was very, like, touched by it, and I was, like, proud of you. I was like, yo. And then, you know what it is? That wasn't the show to go on if you on some bullshit.
If you had other broads fucking around, that wouldn't have been the show to go on.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just if you weren't there really for what they were giving.
You got to open up to the therapy because you don't have all the answers. If you go up in there thinking you do, you're going to fuck it all up. And then if you going on there, one thing I told my wife even before we went, I'm like, one thing you ain't got to worry about, I'm not bringing no side bitch on there. Like, see, this was my side for like, I've seen it happen on the show and anything else, and it wasn't true. But you don't have to worry about me taking you out in front of the whole world.
No, that's corny. Why even go? Why even go? It's kind of like if your girl call you up and say, yo, we going on Jerry Springer. The fight's supposed to start right then, like at the house.
Get to the show.
Why are we? What? You know what's going on that we going on that show?
Is that not my son?
Right. You talking? We don't got to go on TV to get this out.
Take me out on TV.
I'm going to what?
Tell me.
Fuck Jerry Springer. It's gonna happen right now.
I enjoyed him and Cicely up there, man. Y'all did a great job.
No, y'all did a really great job, and me knowing y'all personally. And watching the show, it was definitely interesting. And the thing of it is, it's like when I did my show, all I was really concerned with was what people that really know me saying, that's you, nigga. That's really you. Not, come on, nigga. What is that? You know,
because it's a mesh of reality shows and not reality.
Right.
So you really want to show when yours is reality, this is real life, and then everybody around and be like, yep. That's Ice, or that's Cicely and Tretch.
No, that was Tretch. That was Tretch.
That's
them.
And
I
know it.
I also think out of everybody that was on the show, y'all were the couple that everybody was concerned with. I think, you know, everyone else was there, you know, Jenna James, all them people, but it was like people, I was watching to see what was happening. At the end, they had y'all like on the cliffhanger. Now, was that...
It really happened.
That was real, but did they... It seemed like they created more beef than really was happening, or was you guys...
We recorded so much other stuff, and like just for VH1's sake, and I understand the business part to get those viewers to come in every week. They don't want to see us
being
all
happy,
the fun part,
being happy all day.
You know what I mean? They don't want to see the whole group like get together, and when we had outside stuff, we did bowling and the trust thing where you climb the mountain cliff and partners got to hang on to shit that I don't fuck with in the ghetto, like all that and climbing. I don't. Ooh.
Right. Yeah, I saw you. You don't even ride at Great Adventure, nigga. Please.
Yo, watch your mouth. Don't put my business in the streets. 120 miles an hour in the first 3 seconds. Niggas stolen cars don't do that. I wasn't used to that shit from where I'm from. You dig?
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, the way I understand the way like, and the editing process that they did was so ill. Because they made you think certain shit, like when I'm saying the bitch got to get out my house, you would think I was talking about Sicily when I got home.
Right.
Not knowing it was another situation.
Right.
And I'm never mad at the way they spliced it together because that's a job to make you look, what the hell?
Well, let me tell you something, Loke. You look crazy beating that piano. I was like, this nigga right here.
You were serious about that.
You were serious with that piano when you at the back.
Yo, this was a organized, confused thing where I knew I wasn't going to catch a charge with. I said, I got a chance to whip some shit ass, whether it's furniture or a firm nigga. I could whip some shit legally here.
Yeah. But after the whole experience, and this is the TV portion, I think y'all brought some good TV and got something out of it. And is that, I mean...
The best thing, it definitely saved our family, like our situation of respecting, and then it was more therapy to see it. You know, you film it is one thing, but when you sit back and see how it looked, like, wow. And then just seeing, like, from the social media, like, homies, like, I'm talking about G's.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm sitting here watching couple therapy with my girl. I don't watch shows like this, but you know what? I like this right here. This helping us at home.
No, let me tell you something, man. Real niggas respect real shit. Right? Fake niggas don't know what to respect, so they give out a version of what's cool because they ain't real. So they don't know what's cool. A real nigga gonna come to you and say, yo, man, you know, handle your business. We gonna go through the ups and downs, real life with you, because we've been through it. Fake niggas is putting on a show. You know what I'm saying? They don't, oh, that ain't cool. You did shut the fuck up. Niggas don't want to hear that shit.
Shit was dope.
It was dope. Tretch, if you haven't checked it out, check out Couples Therapy with Tretch and his beautiful wife, Cicely.
Couples Therapy 5 at VH1.Keys.
And it was real shit. It wasn't Ratchet Vision.
No scripts.
And that was TV. Before we get into the haters segment, let's take a second and talk about Audible. You can get classics such as my new Dungeons & Dragons book, Comrades at Odds, A Tale from the Legend of Drizzt, my autobiography, Ice from South Central to Los Angeles, and 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez on Audible.com. Audible is a longtime supporter of the podcast, and I am a big fan of listening to audiobooks on their app in my car. You need to check them out. Audible is the world's leading provider for audiobooks with over 150,000 titles to choose from. You can even listen to audiobooks anywhere. They have whisper sync technologies that make sure you never lose your place when you switch devices, and it even lets you switch between listening to an audiobook and reading the ebook on your Kindle. This is the business. For a free audiobook and 30-day trial, go to audible.com/iced. That's audible.com/ICET. You'll be saving money, and you'll be helping to keep this podcast free. Thanks again to Audible. Hey, this is Final Level Podcast number 23 with Mick Benzo and Ice-T and the one and only Tretch.
I love that number 23. That's a classic, like Jordan
that's Michael
type
Jordan,
number.
baby.
You
that's
feel
Jordan,
what I'm saying?
baby.
This was a
we
champion number. I
You know
like
what else
that
about
number
23?
right
We
there.
made the Jordan hit, baby.
You know what else is 23?
What's that?
Lil Ice's birthday is today. He's 23 on the 23rd.
Shit. 23.
Word? I'm playing 23 tonight. Pick
Lil Ice.
Shout out to Lil Ice.
Lil Ice, what's up, nephew?
That's what's up. So the 23, it's a big number for us because they said we wouldn't make it past 5. And this is a favorite. This is a favorite part of our show. This is called I'm Not a Hater,
But I Hate Shit.
But I Hate Shit. You know what I hate? This is something that only certain people are going to know about. It's this new shit they put in the cars. Coco got a new Range Rover, right? When the motherfucker stops at the light, it cuts off.
It stops at the light.
Why would it cut off at the light?
The damn car cuts off so it saves gas.
So you have to start it.
No,
at
it
every
starts
light?
itself back up.
But it's just to say if it don't start itself back up.
But see, I'm a broke nigga. Okay, so every time the motherfucker cuts off, I think I ran out of gas. I'm not like with it. You know, the engine just shuts off. Right?
Word.
And in that little bit of time when you're sitting there, it doesn't run. Then when you take your foot off the brake, the engine starts back up. Now, I think I think my car is gone dead. Then I realize this is a machine that's inside of the car.
It seems like it takes more gas to start back up. But, and again, you can't have that car in the ghetto. Somebody will take you right up out it at the light.
You stop at the light, the jack comes in.
It also seems like it'll burn the starter out.
It'll burn a lot out.
Whatever few teaspoons of fuel that we're saving.
It takes more to start it back up, right?
I don't understand that. Why would I get a light and the car shut off and I got to restart it?
These are
Are
problems.
You serious?
These are problems you have when you're doing good. Okay, if you ain't got no new car, you ain't gonna know about this. This is the new thing. Now, my buddy told me they got it on the Benz.
Are you serious? At the stoplights in North?
No.
Your range is gonna cut off in the ghetto?
In the Bronx? That's
the car does not know where the fuck you are.
That's grounds of getting stuck up.
The car doesn't know where. The car can't say, we're in the Bronx, or we in Queens.
Well, car makers, y'all causing people to get stuck up.
No, you listen.
Stopping my light in the Bronx, man.
The lights stay on, the radio stays on, the engine just shuts off.
So that has to be killing the battery.
And then it starts up again. Anyway. The shit drives me crazy because every time it does it, I believe I ran out of gas because I have run out of gas many a times in my life. I'm one of them cats who used to ride around on fumes. You know what I'm saying? Hustlers have their ups
and they downs.
And they have their downs.
But what about when you were living in areas like this here, where you have like it's 13 degrees and a 23 below wind chill factor and your car needs that time to warm up and it's not even fully... and it kills it at.
No, this thing cuts on.
To be something.
I gotta give you a ride in the car, Tretch, to see what it does. But it's a weird, eerie thing. Some of the people out there know about this new thing, and I think they think they're saving some form of gas or emissions, but it's stupid. And I hate it.
So what you want to call the car maker for doing that shit, man?
It's just stupid. It's
stop. We gonna call it stop scaring gangsters because at the stoplight, I'll get out and run to the next light and tell them to pick me up there, yo. I don't like this shit in the ghetto. I just can't just be stranded at stoplights.
There is a button that you can push and it keeps the car running.
Well, we need to keep that button.
Keep that gangster button running.
I try to push that button every time I get in the car, but I always forget. And I swear to God, today we was rolling and we pulled up at a stoplight and the car went doom. I was like, and immediately
you know what it is,
I looked at the gas.
You know what it is, though. I just seen another commercial where the car backs up out of the driveway, and if it's
and the brakes hit themselves. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
No, what it is,
I like that.
It's a
tracking device.
Prevent niggas from fleeing device.
Tracking
You're
device.
gonna stop at stoplights. You're gonna stop if we get in front of you and in back of you. There's no more ramming our cars. There's no more hitting people. There's no more running through lights.
I didn't look at it that way.
You will stop at the drop of a dime. There's no more
All
fleeing. You convicts.
We're not fleeing from the police.
No, I'm saying they don't know who car will be fleeing.
No,
this whole thing, I'm thinking they trying to
say that. We can't say that.
No, they're trying to
somebody
shut
kept
down
moving a couple of months ago.
Tretch just takes everything to some criminal conspiracy.
Yeah, because some months ago he just kept moving.
I didn't keep moving. The cops that was chasing me was in cars that wasn't cop cars. Nigga, I'm not gonna stop. So don't stop my range at no light. I'll be totally defenseless. Getting away from jackals.
When my car is, when I start my car, I want it to stay started until I cut it off. I don't want it to cut off at the stoplight.
Car makers hear that?
I'm not a hater, but I hate that shit. This is music. And fortunately today, we have a legend in music right here, Tretch from Naughty by Nature.
We got a few legends in the house.
No, but we just talking about you right now.
No, this is Tretchy Tresh, man. New sounds in the house.
You right
new
now.
sounds.
So bring us up to speed, man, with your life. And we already talked about the other show, but what's going on in
the music world? You got new music?
Oh yeah. Can
my audience hear something?
All right, let's do it now. I mean, I'm knowing the hood is listening. Play that Get Low, Trigger Tretch, featuring Redman and Prince Ock, and produced by Sir Cap.
Here it is.
Hard Body.
Count me in on this thing. Hey, come on. Now there's some haters in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now there's some ladies in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now my eyes behind shades, you can't see them, but trust me, they loud. We get loud. We get loud.
Man, high, far away from the dumb shit. My man was slipping, came back with a stove slit. Caught the cold brick, beat him down, and we smelled this shit. Nook, me tripping, my revolver be rubber grip. Oh girl, me saying the same shit, be on the dip. The pretty one, the ugly one, big booty and wide hips. Stay, you getting moolah, now they ready to jump ship. Get your home on the van moves, bum. You won't set me up, and my legs don't need licks. Neck like owl, I watch wolves and mainly tricks. Muhammad, Abraham, even Jesus knows. They straight rob Saddam for his money and gold, I stay low.
Shakers, made and trade diggers. That wasn't random, they made again. Enough dough. Check the other knock, the brother gotta get low down to get to that upper notch.
Get loud. Now there's some haters in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now there's some ladies in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now my eyes behind shades, you can't see them, but trust me, they loud. We get loud. We
Low down, under radar, with an AR player. Street sweeping, sheet layers, sprayer. 48 seconds confessions, all the same telling. We the zoo, the Gaulle, the City Hall of Fame felons. From Polo to Lolo's, we legend. Who run north, eyes low. Here I go, low down, dirty gun sport. Bitches get Lolo, the #1 for. They don't spit, they swallow, then goggle. When the score, the lower the better you see me. Even though you hooked on my hook, you can't hang your wig on my weed. It's a point of power, I'll anoint and devour. Eyes low as full, like 5 joints an hour. Dower, war with them and then we penitent. Everything we spinning and we winning it. From the end to beginning it. Blocks X, we extra expanded. Z-double-O branded, we get low. Oh, just landed.
Now there's some haters in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud.
Jersey.
Now there's some ladies in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now my eyes behind shades,
Let's go,
you can't see them, but trust me, they loud. They get loud.
Yo, don't ask me why my eyes low. You know the answer, blunt full of rhino. See me and Tresh, we them boys from the 9-0. Quicker than the Django on the gun with a blindfold. Jersey, do it, you heard me, cool it. You're with kids crazier than Jerry Lewis. You had your chance, you blew it. Nobody likes you. Bring your girl to me, I Roddy Piper. My eyes low like my Lexus wheel. And everything from the pen is like an oxy feel. It's like Cypress, I can't be real. 20 years I'm a ghetto boy, still getting bush with bills, man. This time for real G's to man up and hold down. You know the drill, handcuffs. And smokers, you better get your grams up. Cause I'm professional and you a sampler. Let's go.
Now there's some haters in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now there's some ladies in the house, and when they see us out, they get loud. Now my eyes behind shades, you can't see them, but trust me, they loud. We get loud. We get loud.
Yo, that shit was hot.
That shit right there.
Yo, Redman sound like he fucking 17 with you, B.
This is what we do, you know what I mean?
What the fuck is going on? He from Jersey, right?
Jersey.
That's how he spit like that.
Hard body.
So bring the podcasters up to speed with you, other than, the music. What's going on?
Well, like they always think, like in hip hop, after you 30, you gotta retire. And they don't never think you got no heat or it ain't in you. It's like we drop till the caskets drop. We gonna keep it moving and everything else, and we still got skills. It was a great thing too that the BET Cyphers came along, and for the first time they asked me to be on it, and a lot of people was like,
whoa.
did you just write that and start writing again? Like not knowing, I never stopped.
Yo, I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Or,
that shit that BET did with the Cypher, Remy Ma and Papoose was rocking. And then you came and spit nothing but fire. You was mad at somebody the way you did that rhyme. You was pissed.
Nah, man, I just love hip-hop.
Damn, the love of
He always
hip-hop.
been a spitter. He always been
Eminem
a spitter.
Eminem said in the art of rap, he said Tretch made him stop rapping for how many months? 6 months?
A whole summer.
I studied everybody, man. Tretch, Naughty by Nature.
Tretch is difficult to rap like, because Tretch is like...
I can click, clack, snap, rap, pat, tat-a-tat-tat. Take that ass to the point you have to ask for your ass back. The fucking Joker smoker, taunted by no one. If I was born in Shang-Li's temple, I would have turned out a shogun. That song, Yoke the Joker, when that shit came out, I swear to God, I was in my peak at rap, and what I mean is, like, when I realized this is what I want to do with my life.
Right.
And Proof came over.
Right.
He brought the fucking tape.
Right.
And my world ended. Like, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Like, it literally, I didn't write a rap for the whole summer.
Right.
Didn't write a rap for the whole summer.
Around with Tretch.
Yo, that dude was, I mean, he's still incredible.
You made Eminem stop rapping because he heard your rap and said he had to go back to the drawing board.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you hear something. When you think you on top of your game and you hear something. I saw an interview with Tretch where they asked Tretch about, you know, how did he feel when Eminem gave him his props? And Tretch said, yo, I come from the era where we're not afraid to give props. You know, we don't act like it all started with us. You know, like I've given props to Melly Mel and Kaz. It's like, yo, that's what you do. That's what a man does.
That's called respect, man.
Yeah,
that's
you don't
respect.
just say, well, I invented this
I'm
shit.
the best.
I told you, I got my style. I'm a bit of everybody that was before me. From the 70s on, like, I'm a bit of every battle that was there. Cool Mo D and Busy B battle. I'm a part of all of that because I've learned.
Mo D and Busy B, the Chief Rocket, Bar with the ball, bullshit on hold.
Yeah.
Celebrity clubs and bullshit like those the kind of stuff.
Mickey, don't start rapping. Don't get rapping, nigga.
Come on, man.
Give me some
Come on, man.
Uncle
Nigga, I ain't no motherfucking mouth.
Throw your hands up.
Hold on,
Nigga, did we ask you for any bars, nigga?
Tretch, the two songs that we just heard on the podcast, can they get those on iTunes?
Yeah, they're on their way.
They're available on iTunes?
Not yet. They're on their way.
Well, where your fans now? The people.
Well, you could get the Get Low on ballerstatus.com because it's on.
Ballerstatus.com, the one with you and Redman?
Yeah.
And Art?
Yeah.
Right now.
Go buy it.
Go buy it, y'all. Baller Status.
Now, the first time I ever seen Tretch, he always tell him, I saw him at back in the day. Now, all real hip hoppers, there's certain things you can say that brings the truth to
some
hip-hop
validity
back.
to what you're saying.
New Music Seminar. Now,
Tom Silverman,
1990.
That's where, you know, everybody from all over the country would come. They had rap battles. That's where we discovered Lord Finesse, DJ Aladdin from LA. And I saw Tretch with a hoodie on battling in the rap battles. I seen, you know, Kool Keith battled. I seen
King's Son was there too.
King's Son battled. Steady B battling. You know, and back in them days, you didn't just make a record. You had to get in the rap battles.
Straight
you know
up.
what I'm saying?
That was your fist fight there.
Seminar.
That was the fist fight
and
there. Yeah.
this nigga had on a hoodie, and I really couldn't see his face, and he was just spitting. I'm like, whoever that dude is all in black, that's a bad boy. This is before Naughty by Nature. I just knew of him. And then when I heard of Naughty by Nature, because they was through Tommy Boy, which was on Warner Brothers, I heard that kid Tretch is in that group, and then it was just full circle. I'm like, well, you know, I know one. I didn't know the Vinny, but I knew Tretch. I said, well, one of them
I think
kids
everybody
is a
knew
spitter.
Tretch, right? I think you came out so hard. You had the motherfucking chain around your neck. I mean, God
We was in the
damn.
streets hard. We was rolling. We was everywhere. We was in New York.
I want. Since we on the podcast, I gotta talk about a story with him and Tupac. Give us one of them Tupac stories, man. You was with Tupac personally, hanging out. Let's talk about the joint when he went to go get the movie Juice. What happened? Did you read for that?
Yeah, I read for it. Listen, you're gonna be doing music, but it's gonna be a time where it stopped. Think of a B, C, D, E, F to Z plan. So we're gonna have you doing other things. We want you to read for this movie.
What was the name of the movie?
The movie was called Juice.
Juice.
So they wanted me to read for this role called Bishop. But I have no acting skills or nothing. Right. I'm looking at the paper, I'm like, Riverside, motherfucker.
Yeah, you remember the line, huh?
Yeah, and then looking at them for to say they lying, and then going back and like. Long story short, I didn't get the role because I wasn't supposed to get the shit. Wasn't supposed to, but me and Pac basically was up there at the same time because we was hanging. We was from the role. We just left the tour with. He was Digital Underground.
Right.
I was with Queen Latifah. It was Heavy D and the Boys. It was Public Enemy, and it was in '90. It was a tour, so we came off. We was hanging all over. So he went, and then New York. He's going in to read after me. So when he come up in, he's like, "I told you, motherfucker!" Boom, throwing shit and boom, boom. I get up, I get a chair. I'm standing outside. The first nigga come out, I'ma smash him. My nigga getting it in there. He come out, I'm like, "Yo, where they at?" He was like, "No, I was just reading." I was like, "You better get that role." Then you convinced me, and sure enough, he got Bishop.
Wow,
that's the business.
Hard body.
So what's going on right now in Tretch's life? I mean, I know you out on tour.
Constantly.
I know you acting heavy. You're in this new thing, Southside?
Southside, the series, which we got you, attached to. We shopping this right now. Just finished a movie called Black Van, which is a true story about how bullying went too far.
I saw the trailer for that. Now, where can people see the Black Van trailer?
They get at me at Trigger Tretch and on Twitter. And I'm blasting out everything under there, or at Naughty_Nation, which is Naughty Nation. But get at me at Trigger Tretch and all the new stuff, all the new releases, the movies, the film. Go to ZooTheMovie.com. That's where we had to get our little Ice-T vibe up in us, and me and Do It All. We actually played the detectives that took down the notorious
Laws of Underground.
That's right. That took down the notorious Zoo Crew in the late '80s, early '90s. So
from another actor, rapper, if you are a rapper and you want to be an actor, don't expect to play the person that you are as a rapper. They might make you a school teacher. They might want you to yeah, you might want.
I had one thing with my agents.
You don't have to play a rapper to be a rapper.
I had one thing with my agents. I said that a role that I cannot do, that I don't want to do, rather, is a rapper or something. I don't feel like I got to cross dress and be this other type of.
That's what I said.
I have a career in hip hop.
We ain't looking for no cross dresses.
You know what I mean?
I'm not kissing no man.
None of that's going on.
Once they put that in the contract, Ice is out.
The only one exception I made where I was a rapper.
Okay,
and I didn't want to do it, but when they called, it was for Sopranos, and I said.
You was on The Sopranos?
Okay.
He's been on Sopranos.
Let the audience know that, man. We know they don't know that.
What the fuck? So
let them fucking know. You was on Sopranos?
I love when y'all argue. Keep it going.
Name off some of the stuff that you've done. Some of your TV and film work that people might be able to check you out.
I mean, I go back from like New York Undercover.
Okay.
You understand? We go back. I done had like 3 or 4 different, actually like 2 or 3 different characters on Law and Order, Sopranos, Oz. I don't know if y'all know the HBO. That was another one.
That was big.
Like
Chris Maloney, that ended up being the star of my show, was on Oz. Yeah.
And I've been blessed to just been running through TV and cable for like 15 years because I always had like Flavor Unit, Shakim and Latifah always put me in. Then I was always with the right agents after that.
And you always learned after that first audition with Pac to be prepared.
Oh no! Guess who taught me how to act for real? Like Tupac. Like, cause after I finished there, I was a bug, like a fly on the wall, like watching. I was a sponge watching, and he was like, "Look, man, if something go on, don't be just sitting there and a fly by your face and you don't touch it or it land on you and you just itching. Yo, wipe that shit off. Go to the next. Remember your scene. Talking to like if you talking to somebody, don't read it like you. One thing Charles Dutton said to me when I did First Time Felon HBO special. Whenever he directed it. He said, my actors, before I say action, don't act on me. And then I took that like...
You work with Charles Dutton.
Yeah, Charles Dutton killed people, man. That dude that went under for murder. Did you know that? Yeah. That nigga's that nigga's a problem, right? Yeah. I did a movie called Surviving the Game with Charles Dutton. You
blew his legs off.
Yeah. But
just want y'all know what
the nigga done a murder.
Yeah, Nubby Nub.
He's not a rapper. He really killed niggas.
He really does it.
So I did not ever fuck with Charles Dutton. I didn't want to see that nigga mad, angry at all.
Coming out, you seen the roles he was playing.
Yeah.
The family man, the father, the boom, because him being that character, but he had to look totally different and get a whole different than his gangster image he was coming out. Like Terry Crews.
Right.
You look at him, he's an ex-NFL player, but
he does comedy.
He has to.
You gotta go
so hard.
Right.
You ain't going to be taken
down.
serious.
Right, you got to tone him down.
You're going to get typecast.
You got to go against type.
Yeah.
You've been touring.
That's right.
Doing some shows.
Always stop.
Naughty by Nature shows, right?
Naughty by Nature shows, Naughty Nation shows, Tretch events, all types of things. I don't stop.
Where's the next place somebody could see you live?
November 29th, Foxwoods Casinos in Connecticut. Mashantucket. So we'll be there November,
November 29th?
That's right.
Right after Thanksgiving.
Right after Thanksgiving. Happy gobble gobble.
Hey, thanks, Tretch. So we're going to continue with the podcast.
Let's do it.
If that's okay with you.
Let's do it. It's grand with me. Grand with me.
But before we talk about philosophy, let's pause for a minute, Mickey, to discuss PetVi, formerly PetImmune. All of us at Final Level give PetVi to our pets. This stuff really works. Now, Spartacus and Maximus are feeling good all the time and just humping everything in sight. Keeping our pets healthy is something we really care about. It's difficult to do this just with a diet of average dog food. That's why we supplement our pets' food with PetVi. PetVi is a natural probiotic supplement for cats and dogs that helps prevent your pet from getting digestive disorders, itching, scratching, and excessive shedding. PetVi also promotes and helps your pet's digestive system, immunity, overall health, healthy weaning, as well as a healthy coat. Essentially, PetVi makes sure your beloved pets have enough of the important nutrients necessary to keep them healthy. With PetVi, being sick as a dog ain't really that sick at all. PetVi is hooking up all the Final Level people, okay? So go to petvi.com and use the offer code ICE for 10% off. That's petvi.com, offer code ICE. Please support them since they're supporting us. Hey, yo, this Final Level Podcast number 23 with Mick Benzo and Tretch from Naughty by Nature and everything else in the world representing New Jersey. And this is philosophy.
Philosophy.
If you're not prepared to deal with extreme disappointment, stay out of the entertainment business. A lot of people think that, you know, this entertainment business is all ups, it's fun and stuff like that. But I think in the entertainment business, and then somebody said, for that matter, life, extreme disappointment is something that we all have to learn how to deal with. Now, I always tell people, if I could have made just 1% of the money I've been promised, I'd have a house next to Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Because
Billionaire Boulevard.
I think it's because this entertainment business can take you to such extreme highs that the lows seem that much further. Do you agree?
Crazy.
And I mean, you'd be lying if you don't say you've gone through disappointment. Am I correct, Mickey?
Oh, for sure, man. I've been promised a lot of things and haven't received them yet.
Or just things don't happen.
It's entertainment business, meaning,
or
when
things are given to you.
No, what I'm trying to say, Tretch, is disappointment, meaning hypothetically, no name said, they said, look, we want to do a deal with you. We're probably going to do like $500,000. You know, and then 2 weeks later, they call back and say, you know what? We going in another direction. Disappointment.
Mm-hmm. Or just you thought you just made the best record. You thought you had some heat and it flopped.
And nobody played it.
Ain't nobody liked it but you. And you gotta deal with it. That was my best record. And then
or you over 30 and you still hot, but they won't play your shit because it's a new artist game. They tell you have to get some new dudes on you, or you have to have a label. Oh, we're not signing nobody no more. That it's all new artists. You're not a new artist no more. You have to retire.
It's just levels of, like we did this shirt with my clothing line. I got a clothing line called Powered by Hate, PBH, which basically means use hate as your motivation. You know, if you got a problem going to the gym, just go on the internet. Somebody's dissing you, right? Then you can just go in the gym and just get them sets in. You know what I'm saying? Because use hate as your motivation. We got a shirt that says, "Welcome to Hollywood," and on the back side it says, "By the way, the deal fell through." You know, and I think people in the entertainment business, you get used to it. Like we say, don't count the check till it's in the bank and it's cleared, and it's just, I mean, build with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
listen, you could go on a game show and win $100,000 with your whole family. You got to split it with. When you walk out, it's $50,000. Now, all that I think y'all was doing with that $100,000 split is a total difference once you walk up out of it. And you have to do what everybody you done promised after the facts, and now you think, oh, I've been on TV, so I'm famous. Who?
You have to be able to pull yourself back together and keep it up. And that's what the difference in the winner is and the loser. The loser lets that disappointment take him out of the game. You know, Mickey's a businessman. The deal falls through. I see Mickey be like, that's all right.
I go to the next one, baby.
That's okay. You know, you might have to, you know, have a stiff drink that night. You know what I'm saying? But that's, I think, the disappointment is what drives people to drugs. What drives people to doing crazy things, because you will not continually win in this game. This game will have its ups. It'll have its downs. And at any moment, it'll go left on you. It'll go totally left, and when you would win, a loss will hit you from out of nowhere. Imagine being a professional football player. You win one night, then the next night you miss that field goal, you the asshole of the whole team. I mean, them guys got to be on an emotional roller coaster on a weekly basis.
They definitely are. They definitely are. That's a definite. They look for them to win.
So the daily game and the philosophy is, if you cannot deal with extreme, I'm talking about things not going the way you hope they will,
the 9 milli you bought for protection will be for your suicide.
Exactly. Don't get in the entertainment game. And honestly, life is filled with disappointment. People that are better at cycling it and getting past it are the ones that will survive. Don't think it doesn't happen to everybody. We all go through extreme disappointment, betrayal. All these things happen to us. You have to cycle it and keep it moving. And that was philosophy. Hey, yo, what's up? This is Ice-T. You're on the Final Level Podcast with Mick Benzo and Tresh. Who we talking to?
This is Carl Allen from Atlanta. Hey, I just wanted to flat out say thank you, because I just moved to Atlanta with me and my girl, and I had a newborn child, and I'm only 23, and I was at the moment, you know, a little scared and didn't know what I was going to do. But what y'all just said about disappointment really helped me. And not that it was a disappointing situation, but you know, I'm young, I didn't know how to deal with it. You know, I felt like my life was going in a different way than what I thought it should be at this moment. But now I'm saying, you know, keep it pushing.
It doesn't go right for everybody. There's an illusion that it's for somebody there aren't any problems. Right? You feel me, Tretch? There's an illusion that somebody ain't got no issues.
Yeah, and it's like with anything you getting in, believe it. Like you said, whether it's family, whether it's anything, you gonna be thrown some curveballs. It's like it's not gonna be that slow pitch, that practice throw that's gonna let you knock it out the park every swing. So once you get used to knowing, like, you will strike out even if it's your fault, or you get hit by the ball and walk and your teammates strike out, yo, they're gonna come all down the line. If you're not ready to be there, they say the strongest always make it, the strongest survive. Is a true story, yo.
And here's another thing, it never stops.
Never.
It's not like there's a place you're gonna get to where it's gonna stop. You just got to learn how to say, okay, that was a blow. I took a hit, but I'm a player, and I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not the one that's going to stop. I mean, I think some of the people who have had the biggest successes have taken some of the biggest losses. You know, that's what makes you strong. You feel me? All right, well,
I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey,
blessings.
Thanks for calling in, my brother. Peace.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is the Final Level Podcast number 23 with Tretch.
Yeah.
Benzo, who's on the line?
Hi, this is Mark Lucille. How are you?
Where you at, Mark?
I'm right here in Visalia, California. I'm the president of Pet Buy Dog Supplement. supporter of ICE, and I know he feeds it. We're formerly PetImmune, and we're rebranding, and I'm into the alfalfa hay business, but also into dog and cat supplements.
Wait a minute, are you one of our sponsors?
One of your sponsors, and a big fan of ICE, and I think his dogs are eating our product and doing well. We're one of your sponsors, yes.
Yes, that's right. I've been giving my dogs Spartacus and Maximus PetImmune, and they make sure to hump every girl, every human that walks in the house. It's making my dogs horny.
That's the dog Viagra.
We got to rephrase that
it's
now.
The dog Viagra?
We lost our name. We put PetImmune in for registration, and a gentleman out of Colorado claimed the name. So we are now Pet By. And being that I've been feeding cows for 30 years here in the dairy industry, I kind of put the correlation between alfalfa health and small animal health. So we are now Pet By, proud to be Pet By. We're out here in California, and really looking forward to changing the health of the animals.
Hey, well, that's what's up. Well, thank you for calling in. Thank you very much.
Pet By. We appreciate Pet By, baby.
Pet
All right?
By. Peace. Hey, yo, what's up? This is Ice-T, Tretch, and Mick Benzo. You on the Final Level Podcast, number 23. Who's this?
What up, G? This is Lord Prince, baby, out of ATL Ghetto Celeb. What's good, baby?
Oh, shit. You know who this is? This is little Lord Prince out of ATL, the one that got shot.
The one that got
no doubt.
A couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Hang with your daughter.
Yeah, Lord Prince is a friend of my daughter's.
Right.
Okay? He basically definitely is a podcast supporter.
And a good kid.
And a good kid. Got his own music and everything.
One quick question for Tretch, yo. It's all about Tretch right now.
Okay.
I seen you recently on the couples therapy and everything. You reunited with your pops. I didn't know if you tended on to continue doing that. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's going to be our first Thanksgiving we ever had together.
Word.
Yeah,
I'm trying to work
definitely
on the
still.
My pops just came home from doing a long bid. We trying to work on our first Thanksgiving this year as well.
It'll be a great thing for your heart and lift a lot of burden off your shoulder to at least hear his side of the story.
How long has your father been away, Prince?
My pops did 27, yo. He did 27 total.
Yeah. Well, that's not his fault.
Yeah, you can understand why he wasn't there.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? People ask me all the time, like, do I miss him? Even like right now, sometimes when he home, you almost forget you could pick up and call him. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? But, people are like, yo, you miss him? You never miss him. But it's hard to miss something that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the factors that, life goes on. But I'm glad that he's home and we getting a chance to establish our relationship in a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But we working on our first Thanksgiving also.
It'll probably help you out more than you think.
Hey, from your big Uncle Ice, man, God bless you. Thank you alive. I'm glad that your pops is back. 27, that's a bid. That's a bid. He probably got a lot to talk to you about. So God bless that. And thanks for calling in, my man. We out.
No doubt, yo. Got us a lot. Peace.
Hey, yo, this is Ice-T. We got Tretch, Mickey. This is podcast number 23. Who's on the line?
Mick, it's one of your Kiwi fans. I'm a New Zealander. Managed to get through.
You calling from New Zealand?
Yeah, I'm calling from the other side of the world, mate. I'm just sitting in a tractor working a paddock. I'm a farmer.
You're in a tractor? Do you hear this? This nigga's calling from a tractor.
Yo, how about that? How about that football squad, the Blacks?
Yeah, I'm personally, I'm really proud of our culture as a New Zealander, and specifically the Māori culture is something that you can draw a lot of strength from.
What time?
Obviously, you would draw strength from your American culture as well.
Hold up, pause.
Let
me ask you a question.
It's 12:30. It's 12:30 a.m. in the morning for you, correct?
No, nigga, in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's like 12 hours.
12:30.
What time is it there?
6 hours.
6 hours. It's 6 or 12 hours.
Oh, you some geniuses.
It's 6 or
What
12
time is
hours
it there?
ahead.
What
It's
time
the
is
next
it there?
day. It's
What time is it there?
It's 12:30. It's my lunchtime.
6
12:30
hours.
in the morning.
6
In
hours.
the afternoon, sorry.
6 hours ahead.
All right, nigga, have lunch then.
It's 12 hours ahead in a 26-hour
These
flight.
niggas got some Jacob watches on with some extra fucking dials. So they think they can tell me what time it is in New Zealand.
Act like we passport
International
like
nigga.
So you never been over there, mate.
So you listen to the podcast on the regular? You listen to the podcast on the regular, right?
Yeah, I've listened to it from episode 1. I follow Ice-T on Twitter. I love the guy. I love him in SVU. I love him. His new Body Count album, the new one, is blowing my mind.
Manslaughter.
OPP, your original track.
Nice.
Treach, it stands as one of my favourite hip hop songs of all time, man. Like, yeah.
Respect.
You wouldn't, if you saw me walking down the street, you'd be like, oh, that boy's a metal fan. Got a white boy, 6 foot tall with a beard. But nah, hip hop is one of my loves.
You know what?
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you something, homie. I'm gonna tell you something, homie. In New Zealand, rappers that really travel know we can never pick our fans. You can never put a finger on your fan.
Exactly.
Because the person you think is not your fan is your biggest fan. Mm-hmm. And you know, the person you think might be your fan is on some corny shit. Mm-hmm. You know, so you know, nigga told me the other day, he said, yo, these dudes in the hood, they acting so hard and shit like that, man. Nick Cannon came through here, they be cleaning his rims. So
they love him.
So you do not know what people like, man.
I just want to say a couple of last things before hopefully you can get another couple of callers in so you can blow their mind as well. I'm sitting there with a shake. I can't believe at 12:30 p.m. in New Zealand, I literally on the phone to 3 hip-hop legends. It's amazing. And keep doing what you're doing, man. Every podcast at the start, you boys say, I can't believe we made it to 15 and nobody said we'd make it to 10. And like, goddamn, we're at 12. Keep doing it, man. You're doing it, and you're doing a damn good job.
Hey, well, thank you for spreading the word down there in New Zealand. And make sure you know what we want you to do. Most of the people that listen to our podcast never listen to podcasts. So make sure you spread the word down there in New Zealand, man. And we appreciate
the word over to Australia. Tell them Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Oh, shit.
You already know. Good day, Mike.
Peace.
Yeah,
I'll spread the word, Ice. I'll spread the word.
We gonna
man, don't be telling nobody. This ain't Jacob. He was locked up when I got this. This is Beth the jeweler. Tell him you gonna make her just mess up all my stones after this.
No.
Original Beth the
I'm not talking about
out of man.
You got a better wife.
First 50-cent piece that was rolling like when it was.
Look, I know you got the right jeweler. Beth, I was making a joke. I was making a joke.
This real live. Why you
take that man jewelry and tell him that's Jacob. Then Beth gonna shut him off.
I was making a joke.
That's like this Azad. This Azad watch here.
Stop trying to plug your motherfucking watch, man.
It's like you gonna go.
I was talking about Jacob. Jacob had the fucking watch with the 3 dials.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, this is podcast number 23.
We got a caller on the line. Who's on the line?
This is Tretch, McBenzo, Ice-T. Who's this and where you calling from?
Hey, Benzo, Ice-T, Tretch. It's Pipper from Twitter.
Oh, what up, Pipper?
From Dallas.
Pipper. Tretch is on the line. What do you want to talk about, Pip?
Well, right now I'm getting ready to watch Dallas kick some New York butt on, some football.
Hold on.
We're not gonna be disrespectful.
It's kind of staticky right now.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Next caller.
Excuse me.
Next caller.
No, it's windy over here.
Talk about my Giants.
It was just a blackout. I think we're losing you.
We're 7-3 now. We're fixing to be 8-3. So there's that. But I didn't want to call in. I didn't call in to rub that in. I actually wanted to call in and talk to Tretch.
All right. Well, the best part of your team is the cheerleaders. Now go on.
Okay. So, actually, this isn't the question that I have, but I gotta say, good Lord have mercy. How do you still look so good? It looks like I could bounce a quarter off your abs.
Nah, not my ass. Try my chest. Nothing bounce off my ass, but shit drops. God damn it! What the hell? Yeah. A lot of weed and water. A lot of weed and water. Oh. Motherfucking right.
All right.
I don't smoke no doodle. No. Ain't no seeds in it. My shit is just green and it's steak. That shit keep me looking fresh.
All right, so I need to switch from wine to weed and not just water. I got
That's
it.
Right.
Okay.
That's right. That's
all
how
right.
you do it.
That's good advice. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the last 2 CDs that Naughty by Nature did. I think you had like the mixtape and the anthem, right?
Yeah. I mean, we did Icons and Anthem 8. That was the last 2 Naughty albums and stuff. But I've been putting out mixtapes and and everything else like that. You know.
Hey, Pip. Well, thank you for calling in. We gonna keep it moving. Peace. Okay, this is the final call on the Final Level Podcast for Tretch. Who do we have on the line?
Hello?
Who's this? This is Ice-T.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's cracking? What you on? Chip phone? What's that?
What's up, Dad? This is Lil Ice.
Oh,
Lil Ice, what's up? Happy birthday, nephew! Happy 23rd, yo! What's the deal?
Birthday, Lil Ice. Happy birthday, baby.
Nephew.
Yeah, he had to call in.
You know, I had to innovate the Final Level Podcast. I heard this is 23rd podcast on my 23rd birthday today, so I had to call. I waited online like everyone else.
Yo, that was gangster.
What, you thought you were gonna cut the line or something?
Yo, he had to connect too.
I made it through.
I heard him switch his voice too, like, yeah, you know this. I
thought it was somebody.
He said, "Me, Dad. Me, Dad. Who?
Dad,
I'm like, oh shit."
All right, I got a question for you, Lil Ice. How you feel about your homie Soulja Boy on the new Hollywood hip hop and that? Have you been watching that? Have y'all settled y'all beef? I'm gonna ask you a question, nephew.
Oh no, I plead the fifth.
That's right. The nigga learned well, man. We don't do that gossip shit. That was a good answer.
That's what you're supposed to put in there.
That was a good answer,
Very
Ice.
good, Ice. You learned
Bringing
well.
up people. We don't.
That's right.
Who are you talking about?
What? Huh?
What?
What?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm in LA right now. I'm in LA. I heard the Tretch is on there. I'm like, I ain't seen Tretch in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, you and Tretch were in a video together.
I know. When I was a baby rolling on the little stroller. That's what I'm saying. This is 23 years later.
Doing drive-bys. Tretch said doing drive-bys on Big Wheel. That was your lyric. Remember that? You said,
I remember it.
And then that was him running up and shot the kids.
Shot kids with the water gun, jumped back on this little joint.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, yo, the Final Part. You never know who's gonna call the podcast.
Hey, Ice. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man.
Ice.
That's what it is.
Thanks, guys. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Peace.
Church.
All right, out.
So that was it, Tretch. That's the Final Level Podcast. What you think about it? That was your first ride. That was fun?
Man, that was a great ride. I ain't even have to have a seatbelt on. I ain't even get pulled over. You know?
Signing off, Tretch. What's the Twitter handle?
It's at Trigger Tretch. Get at me right there. My Instagram is going back on. My sis Coco hooked me up with the Instagram people. And they said they got like 48 hours. They're going to give me my original name.
They'll give you a name. You're Tretch?
All right, so Tretch, on the way out of here, man, what song we going to play?
We're going to be out of here like last year on some real grown and sexiness, you know what I mean? I done called back my little nephews, Jaheim, y'all know him, and RL from Next. We got this song called Ego, produced by the world famous, great, naughty producer, original KG. This called Ego, yo. Right in your ego.
Shit. My baby, she be bugging and be pushing on my buttons with the bustin' cause I'm hustling and barely keep the sun. She know I gotta get it. When she met me, she was with it. Then went and had to flip it like she don't feel like number one. She said the money was nothing, all she ever wanted was me. She could do without the jewels in the Beamer 3. Said she would worry and pray for me, didn't want me in the streets. She said make your decision, either the streets or me. But oh no, I couldn't let it go. My stupid ego in this fast life won't let me move slow. Baby, I thought I was on a roll. You should have been high, but I took you so low. Girl, I promise I won't do it no more. And I know I was so wrong. Ooh, how can a man say that he love you and leave you in the cold? Baby, blame it on my ego. 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 Listen, baby. Blame it on my ego. Yeah. Blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. She knew all about the chickens. I was sitting there, I kicked them out the hotel suite so I could call her. I promised I'd be different, but I'm addicted to this flipping. So the next thing you know, I'm all up on her. She said she had to bounce if I couldn't change. On my Boost mobile phone, I had it in the range. Every time I get caught up, I promised I would change. But then I'd be right back to the same thing. Oh no, I couldn't let it go. My stupid ego. And this fast life won't let me move slow. So, baby, I thought I was on a roll. You should have been high, but I took you so low. I won't do it no more. And I know I was so wrong. How can a man say that he loves you and leave you in the cold? Baby, baby, blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. Listen, baby. Blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. Ego.
I got a Negro ego, I'm that evil De Niro hero. Mobbing for mine, so quality time equals zero. My hustle's hopping, nothing stopping, no ball dropping. How you think you get the car you driving, them clothes you copping with shopping? It's that muscle, hustle, tussle, tackle, wrestle on a turnpike. In order to learn love, you gotta learn life. That's what I was thinking while tripping and drinking and stinking, weekend away. My baby's getting away. It was that ego. Blame it on my ego, legit or illegal. Knock, knock, check that people. Yeah, we know.
Listen, baby.
Blame it on OBZ. Flipping with my kneesies. Trigger dress with RL and Jahizi. It's easy.
And I know I was so wrong. Ooh, how can a man say that he loves you and leave you in the cold? Baby, baby, blame it on my ego. 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 Ego, ego. Blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. Blame it on my ego. Ego, ego.
We're out of here.
Peace.
That's how I'm living. 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 That's how I'm living.